Hey, what's up, church? As always, it is good to be with you for what is happening in the life of our church. Friends, as always, it is really good to be with you. Thank you for those who were able to join with us this past Sunday in worship. We had a good crowd, good energy, good music. Everything was there. Really appreciate that. Also want to always appreciate those who join us online as well. And so our numbers look good with everybody that's there. But it's always good to be with you. So thank you for that. If you were there, we have a few things going on in the life of the church, even though it is summertime and folks are taking vacations and all of that. There's still a lot of things happening in the life of our church. This coming Sunday on the 26th, our youth and volunteers will be going to Belton, Texas for our Army mission trip. We're really excited about that. We have about 14 of us that are going. We're going to be spending about 5 days in the community of Belton, working on the community center that's there, building handicap ramps and other things. So I'm really excited about that. A number of you have expressed your appreciation to our church for that, but also how you might be able to help. We always are appreciative of the snacks that you all bring with us. So if you would like to provide some snacks for the group that's there, not just our group, but all of the folks that are there, you can bring those anytime this week to the church office. We'll be glad to make sure that those get to the right place. I may sample a few in the meantime, but nonetheless, we're excited about those opportunities that we have for Army and the number of kids that are going with us as well. Following that'll put us into July. And so I want to remind folks that we also have Vacation Bible. The health fair first will coming up July 16th. That's on a Saturday. You heard me mention several times, this is the largest health fair this side of the bridge. And we have a lot of folks who come and are part of that. We're going to have, we're on track to have a record set of number of vendors who will be here, which means there's lots of opportunities for you to see what services and resources are available to have a healthier and active lifestyle. If you're interested, we invite you to call the church office, or Vicki Wilkerson is heading that up. So as always, we need people to help us set up, people to help us administer on the day, and then to help clean up and reset our worship service for worship the next day as well. So again, just know that is on track for July 16th, 9 a.m. To noon. We appreciate all the help that we can get. That will be followed up by VBS coming up on July 31st. That has been rescheduled. We heard your comments and people requested that, and so we've rescheduled it for the evenings, 5:30 to 7 or 6 to 8, somewhere in that time frame. July 31st through August the 4th. It will be a 5-day vacation Bible school, and then we will follow that up on August the 5th with our family fun night. And one thing this year, that since there's some work being done over in the education building, all of our Vacation Bible School will be under one roof. We will be in the worship center for the entirety of VBS this year. Hope that you will come. As always, we need a lot of volunteers to make this the success that it always is and always will be. So if you can help us out, either an hour or two here or there, if you could serve as a volunteer on the day through the whole thing, we really would appreciate that. Just call us at the church and express your interest, and we'll make sure that we find a place for you to fit in. Again, VBS will be July 31st through August the 4th of this in July that's there. Speaking of July, we are trying to let folks know that we are going to one worship service for the month of July. As July is a traditional month of vacations, I will be gone. Our choir will be taking their summer break. Some of our other musicians and production folks will be in and out for the month of July. So we thought it would be just a good time to do a summer reset, if you will, and as a gift to our guest speakers who you see on the screen, we're just going to do one worship service at 10 o'clock for the month of July. You see the names that are there. These are wonderful folks who have a connection to this church and who always bring an incredible message and opportunity that's there. So we just want you to get this on your radar screen that we will be doing one worship service for July at 10 o'clock. My name's not on that list, but I will be here the 3rd, just saying that. So anyway, that'll be great. One of the other things that we have mentioned is our summer initiative that we're calling 12 by 12. And you'll be seeing more about this in just a few days. But 12 by 12 is an initiative where we're recruiting and asking for 12 committed conversation leaders who will commit to recruit 12 other people just to have a conversation sometime over the month of July and the first part of August. If you were a part of the worship service on Sunday, you heard me mention this, that there is just a general impatience in the church, not just ours, but in the church in general, as churches come to terms with a post-COVID reality. We know that we have half the people that we normally have, and half the resources, and half the morale as well. And so how do we continue to be the church and do good work as we live into our mission statement of making disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world? So one of the things that we want to try here this summer is to get 12 people who will agree to serve as conversation leaders and just invite others to be a part of the conversation. We don't just have to stop at 12. If you are interested in either hosting a conversation or being a part of a conversation group, please let us know in the church office. You may be invited. People may get a personal invitation. Others may not. It's just nobody is to be excluded from this. We want as many voices as we can possibly get, and maybe sometimes that is that you take the initiative and let us know that you're interested in doing this. Nonetheless, we want as many voices as we possibly can. We're involving our youth. We're involving people who are at home, people who are in nursing homes, people who watch online, people who have made the choice not to return to this church or any church. We'd like to hear from all of these voices to see what it is that we need to celebrate, that we do well as a church, what we need to do better, what are the things that we don't need to be doing any longer. All of this is an effort to gather all this information to get a vision and a plan forward. So over the month of July and part of August, we'll be having all these various conversation groups. And then around the first part of September, the Reverend Dr. Steve Wendy, a well-known church consultant, friend of mine and several in this church, will come and will spend the day with us. We're going to take all this information, put it together, and put a plan how we are to live more into our mission statement of being that family-friendly church in action, reaching our neighbors with the life-changing love of Jesus Christ. There are a lot of really good things happening in the church, but we know that we must do better, and we need to hear from where you all are. So just want to get this out there as word of information to you so you can be contemplating this, praying about this. I think we have 9 conversation leaders as of the date of this production, but we could use at least 3 more, but we don't have to stop at 12. We can have as many conversation leaders as there are people willing to do that. And so if you'd be willing to be a conversation leader or to serve on one of these conversation teams, we invite you to let us know that. Now, having said that, our church email is down temporarily. We had a glitch in our service that's there. We are about to get that resolved, but just call the church office. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Just call the church office, 361-777-2000. Let us know that you are interested in these conversations, whether being a leader or whether just being a part of a group. We will make sure that we receive that and that we get you directed to the right place. Again, just call us at the church number 361-777-2000. Let us hear from you so that we can get this off the ground as well. For those of you who are frustrated and impatient with our lack of webpage and email, so are we. We have been trying to resolve this now for almost a month. I wish it were easier than it is, but we think we're in the last stages of that. So in the meantime, just know that we can stay connected by calling the church, or you can subscribe to our weekly e-news. That comes out about Thursday or Friday. There's a wonderful e-blast that comes out to let you know of all the things that are happening in the life of the church. You'll be seeing a lot more information about the 12 by 12 initiative in there as well, along with other things and other ways that you can become more deeply involved and engaged in the life of our church. And so friends, with that, hope that you have a great week. Hope that you're blessed in many ways. And I really look forward to seeing you next Sunday as we gather again as the people of God in this time and places. So with that, have a great week, be blessed, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.